Ages, the key word here being truth.
Do you know much about the second coming?
What?
Second coming of Christ.
Well, I know a little bit about it. You know, the usual stuff you learn in Sunday school.
Well, I know you'll enjoy Dr. Shepard's lectures. He's a rather unique Christian. What he has to say will literally change your life.
My life could use some changing.
Hold it. What are you doing here?
I expect you to do what you're told. Now, if I or anyone else in authority tell you to do something, you do it as if you were doing it for Christ himself.
But Nate, that's dishonest.
No, I
That's
don't
not.
want. I don't want to hear it. Now, you'll either follow the true parents or you'll follow Satan. Choice is yours.
Don't you see, Joseph? It's deception, just like all the rest.
We're your family now. You have no place else to go.
I'm walking down a farm-to-market road here in central Texas. I'm surrounded by pasture land, cows and horses, and yet, as you can easily see all around me, I'm also surrounded by satellite dishes, news organizations, cameramen. Not so very far from here is the FBI, the ATF, the National Guard is out here. There is a media event happening out here that you're aware of and that I am. I'm talking about David Koresh. Not too very many yards from here is the Branch Davidians, and they're there and have caught the focus and the attention of the world media. We're all asking the very same question actually out here. Why does this kind of thing happen? Who does it happen to? And even how does it happen? A lot of us assume that these people are unintelligent that get involved in these kind of organizations, that they don't have education, they don't have the understanding that we have. If they did, that surely they would not follow a man like David Koresh. Others that we find are educated that are in there. We find that there's at least one Harvard graduate that we know is inside that compound. Sometimes we assume that maybe these people are uninformed, or that maybe they didn't grow up in the cultural setting that we did, that they don't understand the foundational family, maybe that they're caught up in a sociological kind of rebellion out here of some form, that surely had they had our cultural setting, or that they had the religious institutional background, that they wouldn't be doing the kinds of things we're doing. And yet we know these people study the Bible every day. We know that even family units have joined this kind of organization, so that it is not a complete rebellion against the society. We're all asking the question, why? This media is focused out here in middle of Texas. It wasn't so long ago this same kind of media attention was focused in the jungles of South America, where Jim Jones and the People's Temple committed suicide, hundreds of them. It wasn't so very many years before that that the media was focused on Sun Myung Moon and the Unification Church. We know them as the Moonies, as they swept across America and caught the attention of the media and of our young people. Maybe as you watch this movie that is coming up, Heavenly Deception, you'll begin to understand the hows and the whys that this kind of thing happens. I understand this. This is something that has happened to me. For you see, when I was in college several years ago, I met and joined the Moonies, the Unification Church. And what happened to me could easily happen to someone like you. My name is Chris Elkins, and Heavenly Deception is my story.
Flight 905 for Phoenix, Tucson, Los Angeles, now departing gate 25. Paging Mr. Walter Simmons. Mr. Walter Simmons. Please pick up the nearest Red Crescent phone.
Taxi! Can you take me to the north side?
President Nixon and his family boarded a helicopter this morning on the White House lawn to begin their first leg of the journey to San Clemente. All of the Nixon staff turned out to say goodbye. There were a lot of tears and handshakes. It was a sad day for the nation, a sad day indeed. This is Bob Overmeyer, WGBL News. Good day.
Now, back to the good sounds of Eagles here on WGBL.
It seems strange to be back. Back where it all started. But where did it all really begin? How did it happen? I guess you could say there were the usual ifs. If I hadn't met this guy, or if I hadn't said that, maybe none of this would have happened. But it did. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. I guess that's what I was searching for. The truth. How did old man Barnes put it?
Truth of the ages. Truth of the ages. The key word here being truth.
Professor Barnes, hasn't the truth been distorted in the past?
Ah, I quite agree. Truth has been distorted down through the ages, and I'm glad to see that at least one in this class has read the required text. But is it distortion or re-evaluation? As we've seen in the past, truth may come in many different colors, shapes, and sizes, but that does not necessarily mean it is not truth. And if this theorem can be seen in active operation within our present society, why then should we not apply its principles to our past. And if
Barnes
we
sure was a
can
character,
see this theorem
but he had a way of making me
in
think
the
about
ages
things I'd never really
past,
considered
starting perhaps
before.
with the Dark Ages. And then,
That was difficult for Tom. He never took anything very seriously. He might have been my best friend, but philosophy never was one of his best subjects.
any careless perusal by the worst student of history will show that truth has always, to misquote a popular axiom, truth has always been the mother of invention. Every generation has ordained its own truth. And so, in summary, we should refrain from judging too harshly or too quickly diverse schools of thought, as they might quite possibly become the norm. I will expect you to have read Whitehall's treatise on philosophical half-truths when next we meet. Dismissed.
Oh, come off it, Tom.
Come off what? You can't admit when you're wrong?
I'm not wrong. You're just looking at the negative side like you always do.
Oh, I do, huh?
Yes.
Well, maybe I'm just not as naive as you are.
Oh,
Well, what's that for? You told me yourself you were too open-minded.
I did not.
Oh, how quickly we forget. You did too. Look, when are you gonna get your act together? People use you. No one cares what's right or wrong or true or false. Take them, for example. You think they care whether that guy's telling the truth or not?
Answer a simple question. Why don't you like me?
I just
I
want
don't see why you should.
I'm not trying to disprove any of the
'Cause
beliefs
I
that
don't
you
even
already
like
have.
you. I don't see why you should like me.
I think...
You know, why don't you just go and tell all these people who you really are?
Yeah, tell us.
I assure you that...
You're not a Christian. You don't even believe in Jesus.
I do too.
No, you just...
I believe that
You
Jesus
believe in moon.
Tell us.
I'm not arguing whether people manipulate the truth or not. All I'm saying is, who cares?
Did y'all keep it down? I asked y'all to be quiet. Oh, I'm sorry, Dad. There's no privacy around here. No, I just said there's no privacy around here. Yeah, but being president in this place doesn't mean a thing. Yeah, nobody listens to anyone around here. Well, yeah, it's like living in a zoo. Well, it's kind of impossible to study. No, it hasn't hurt them yet. Well, I should make the dean's list again. Listen, Dad, have you seen Ginger lately? Yeah, well, I think she's mad at me. Yeah, no, I said I think she's mad at me. Well, I haven't written her in a while. Yeah, that's great. Listen, I better let you go. Tell Mom hi. Yeah, okay. All right, take care. Bye, Dad.
Don't think that the Steelers will not use intimidation.
I get so tired of that.
What?
All that frat rat stuff.
I got news for you, old buddy. You're a frat rat.
No, sir. I am a fraternity member. There's a difference.
Well, this sudden animosity.
It's not animosity. I'm just tired of it, that's all.
Who was on the phone?
My parents.
Excuse me?
Hello. What are you doing?
Just wonderful. Oh, John Bull.
Chris
Get over to
Elkins.
Coke. You want one?
No, thanks. You in quite a spot this morning.
Well, that's the way it goes sometimes. You know, there's someone you should meet. He's a friend of mine. His name is Dr. Shepard, and he's lecturing here at the university for several nights.
I don't
really enjoy
I don't
hearing what he
know.
has to say.
I'll probably...
Dr. Shepard heads up our local chapter of the International One World Crusade. We're made up of Christian students from all over the world, and we're working to bring God into science, politics, philosophy, economics.
Oh, that's interesting.
All areas. Are you a Christian? You don't mind me asking, do you?
Yes. No, I don't mean. No, I don't mind you asking. Yeah, I am a Christian, but no, I don't mind you asking.
Do you know much about the second coming?
What?
The second coming of Christ.
Oh, yeah, that second coming. Yeah, sure. Well, I know a little bit about it. You know, the usual stuff you learn in Sunday school.
Well, I know you'll enjoy Dr. Shepard's lectures. He's a rather unique Christian. What he has to say will literally change your life.
My life could use some changing.
Good. We start at 7. Here's the address. And be sure and don't eat before you come. We serve an excellent meal afterwards. Free.
I don't know.
Please. Come. So many things in this world not worth your time. But this is. There's a vital importance to the rest of your life.
What'd he want?
Would you like a free meal?
I normally wouldn't have gone to a thing like this, but I felt a strange attraction for what John had to say. I reached that point in my life where I felt something had to change. I was not only tired of fraternity life, but of people's attitudes about each other in general. I also felt like I wasn't going anywhere. I desperately needed to feel like I was accomplishing something worthwhile. So I went to the lecture. And I conned Tom into coming with me. He never could turn down a free meal.
Nice to see
Walking through that front door and being greeted by all those people was...
How are you?
Well, it was like visiting in someone's home. Everyone was warm and friendly. My family never really showed their emotions much, so it was quite a different feeling. They made us feel,
Hi, how are you? Hi, how
I don't know, like we were special guests or something.
Glad to have you.
They called themselves the family. I suppose because they were all members of the family of God.
Good evening, my friends, and all our new friends who are here to find out about the family. Tonight, we are going to discover one of the most startling secrets ever uncovered in the Bible. It has to do with the fall of man. In the 3rd chapter of Genesis, God says, "Now the serpent was more crafty than any beast of the field." Let us keep that in our minds. But also think of what we've been discussing for the past several sessions.
The lecture that first night was fascinating. I was especially impressed with Dr. Shepard and how easily he controlled everyone's interest and respect. The whole atmosphere of that room was totally different from that of the classes at school. A lot of my professors, like Professor Barnes, were considered jokes. Most people slept through his classes, but no one was sleeping in this group. Everyone's eyes were riveted on Dr. Shepard. He seemed to possess that special quality that sets great men apart. Edison, Einstein, people like that. They were all probably considered a little strange too, but they were geniuses. Over the next several nights, Dr. Shepard spoke on man's sinful nature. He explained that the traditionally accepted version of the fall of man was not truly believable to intelligent people, that the vision of Eve being tempted by a literal snake with a literal apple was silly. Then Dr. Shepard began telling us about someone named Reverend Moon. He told us how Reverend Moon had worked and prayed to find out why man was so sinful if created by a God of goodness. His prayers were finally answered, and now that answer was available to us. I was captivated by the whole thing. Tom never came back after that first night. Over the next several days, I tried to share some of the things I was learning with him, but he just seemed to get more and more irritated by my interest in the family.
For the 4th time, are you going back?
I don't know.
You're going back.
Why are you making such a big deal out of this?
I'm not making a big deal out of it. Hey, you buy all that goodness and love bit?
Why not?
Then you're just as crazy as they are. Look, you gotta come to the elections. Well, do you want Billy to succeed you as president or not?
Yeah, sure I do.
Well, then skip that lecture and come to the elections tonight. Besides, it'll be your last chance to play big shot.
You see my black belt? Nah, never mind, I got it.
You know, I've been thinking the way to handle these elections. What are you getting dressed up for?
Just thought I would.
Since when do you dress up to go to elections?
I gotta run some errands.
Where are you going?
A couple places. I gotta go. I'll see you later.
Hey, Chris.
As you recall from last time, the fall of man was the result of sexual sin. And because of this, mankind was conceived into a relationship based on Satan, not on God. Now man must be restored to that relationship. Not saved, restored. When we draw this timeline from the time of Adam to the time of Jacob, we have a period of 1,917 years. The reason this time period is so important to God's plan is because Adam lost his godly inheritance, but Jacob restored it. So when Jacob stole the birthright from Esau, it was the first time.
There was such conviction, such dedication in Dr. Shepard. I remember wishing that I could care that much about something. I needed something to believe in. I knew what my parents would have thought of him, and maybe he did seem strange. But it wasn't my place to judge whether what he was saying was right or wrong just because he was different. And if he believed that strongly in it, maybe something was there. And if there was, then I was the one who was crazy if I didn't go beyond first impressions. Oh, how I hoped it was true. It would be so wonderful if I had that kind of dedication.
The Messiah was to be the second Adam. Initially, God thought that Jesus would fulfill this mission. But that's not what happened. He was supposed to be married and produce godly children, but the Jews murdered him. He wasn't supposed to die. They murdered him. So what has happened again? The Cains are back in control of the world, and they have continued so for nearly 2,000 years. Until today.
Hey, Chris, over here.
Sorry I'm late.
I was afraid you didn't get my message.
I almost didn't. When I came in this morning, it had fallen off the door.
Where were you last night?
Well, the meeting wasn't over till late, so I just stayed.
No, I mean, why weren't you at the elections?
I'm sorry, Tom. I just didn't make it.
I know you didn't make it. Where were you?
You know where I was.
I don't believe you. I told you how important this was.
Yeah, I know. And I'm sorry, okay? Okay? How do you do?
How do you think?
Tom, I know how important this was to you. I know. But there are just some things that are more important than fraternity elections. If you came to another lecture, you'd see.
Oh, no. You're not going to get me to another one of those things. I think one religious fanatic in the house is just about enough.
Tom, I don't necessarily buy it all. It's just that, I just remember that in Sunday school, they used to say, you can always judge a tree by its fruit, right? And one look at the love and discipline over there would tell you that those people, everything has got to be okay. I have never felt so close to a group of people so quickly in all my life. I could laugh or cry or sing or pray without worrying about what anyone else would think of me. Do you know how good that feels? I wish I could make you understand. If God is love, I think God is with them.
Are you going to join?
They asked me. I think I would.
I got to go. I got a lab in 10 minutes.
Hello. Fancy seeing you here.
John, what are you doing?
Mind if I sit down? I couldn't help noticing you look upset.
Well, it's just a little hassle with a friend of mine.
Over the family?
Yeah. How'd you know?
Oh, we have our sources. Would you like to talk about it?
He thinks I'm crazy.
Chris, I think there's something you need to realize. You're not alone. I can imagine the struggle you're going through. I went through the same thing. All of us in the family did. It's not easy taking a stand for God. Don't you think some of Paul's or Peter's friends thought they were crazy? Satan will use any means at his disposal to keep you from serving God. Friends, family, anything or anyone. You've got to recognize it for what it is. Most of the time, the people Satan uses don't even realize they're being used. He's very clever and subtle, and you have to be on your guard at all times. Just remember, my friend, family is always there if you need us. We want to help if we can.
Thanks. I appreciate that, I really do.
I think you'll find this last lecture tonight the most interesting of them all. Don't worry. God loves you.
When I arrived that evening, I was surprised to find the house empty. It was sad to see a place where I had witnessed so much love and warmth so empty and cold. It was almost, in a way, frightening. It didn't seem like the same place somehow. It was different, changed. As I was waiting, I decided to look through Dr. Shepard's books that he kept on the podium. They were full of references to the Reverend Moon. He was constantly being referred to as Father, and there was even one instance where he and his wife were called the true parents. I remember wondering if he was as dynamic a speaker as Dr. Shepard.
How long have you been here?
I just got here.
Good. John tells me you talked to him this afternoon.
Oh, yeah, I ran into him at the sub.
John's a nice young man.
Yes?
You might find him a bit unusual, but God gives each of us special gifts and talents. John has been quite useful to the family.
This is quite a fascinating book. There's a part, what does it mean?
Please, we'll get to that, one thing at a time. Why don't you have a seat?
Where is everyone else? I thought maybe...
I asked everyone else not to come tonight. I wanted us to be alone during this last final. Chris? Chris, do you think you'll be prepared for Christ's second coming when it happens?
Yes, I think so.
Couldn't it have already happened and you missed it?
No, I don't think so.
You're sure you'll be prepared for his coming, right?
Sure.
Chris, imagine you and I lived 2,000 years ago, the time when Jesus first came. If we had been Jews then, I'm sure we would have been prepared for the advent of the Messiah. Imagine that one day one of your Jewish friends came to you and said he thought that a Nazarene carpenter was the Christ. What would you have said?
I would have said he was crazy.
Well, that's understandable. Jesus did not come as the king the Jews expected. Even though they had prepared for him all their lives, even though they lived for the day, many of them missed him. The same is true today. Most Christians are prepared for Christ's return. But couldn't they also miss him just as the Jews did? Let me show you something. We know that Christ will come from the east. It tells us that in Revelation. But will he come to us on clouds or in some unknown way? Perhaps the clouds are just symbolic, like the apple and the snake in Genesis, you remember.
Sure.
Okay. Our timelines show us that God has sent a major messenger to us every 1,917 years to 1,930 years since the beginning of mankind. Now, could it be that a child was born in the East between 1917 and 1930 who was the Christ? It would have been easy to miss him. I mean, after all, Jesus identified John the Baptist as having come in the spirit of Elijah. John assumed the spirit and the mission of Elijah, yet he did not come in the same physical body. The same will be true of Jesus when he returns. He will not come in the same physical body. So, if Christ were born in the East between 1917 and 1930, he must be alive today. What could be more important than knowing him? It's like living at the time of Jesus. What could be more important than knowing and following Christ?
But Joseph, who is he?
That you'll have to discover for yourself. I cannot tell you, but God has given us the keys to discover the answer. We know he will come from the east. We also know he sends his messengers to prepared people. Where in the east is there a great group, a large group of prepared people?
Christians?
Where in the east are there the most Christians?
Korea.
Right. If Christ were born in the East from 1917 to 1930, he must be at least 66 years old or as young as 43. If he's that old, he must have a worldwide mission organization. And one more distinguishing feature. God always sends his messengers who will be rejected and persecuted in their own times.
Is Reverend Moon the one? Is he the Christ?
Chris, pray to God. Ask him. I cannot tell you. After all, in Matthew it says, believe no one who tells you, lo, there is the Christ.
Joseph, do you believe Reverend Moon is the Christ?
Now, if I told you what I believe, you might believe because I do. I don't want to be responsible for your decision. Now go and pray about it. Come back tomorrow. Okay?
Father will be pleased.
I have to admit that I wasn't totally convinced about everything I heard. But I knew if I was ever going to really know the truth, I was gonna have to commit myself. So I joined the family.
Abouji! Abouji! Abouji!
Oh.
Sorry I'm late.
Magnificent sight, isn't it? 5 o'clock. Every Sunday morning, all over the world, thousands of the family on their knees to the true parents, pledging their loyalty, even their lives, The service of God. Magnificent.
Joseph, I'm sorry I'm late. I slept bad.
Chris, how long have you been with the family now?
Oh, 6 or 7 months, I guess.
Are you happy?
Yes.
Good. The master is starting a leadership training school at Windermere, an estate the church owns on the Hudson River, upstate New York. The master wants all the brothers with leadership capability to attend. I'll arrange for you to go as soon as possible.
Me? Me?
Didn't I read on your application that you were quite involved with the Young Republicans and other political activities?
Yeah.
I presume you like the idea.
Oh, do I? Wherever you need me, that's where I'll be.
That's the right attitude. You've learned quickly. I think God has sent us here just to find you. He must have great works for you to do. You must be very special to him. Don't fail him, Chris. Please, don't fail him.
I won't.
I don't doubt it.
Joseph, I was wondering, since I'll be going to New York, I was wondering if I might go by my parents first. My brother's graduating this Saturday, and I thought maybe I could tell them where I'm going. They might wonder where I am.
Chris, there is great freedom in letting go. I have the feeling you're sitting on the fence in respect to your parents. You have to choose one side or the other. You're either in the service of God or Satan.
Maybe I shouldn't tell them.
No, that would be dishonest of us. But you must tell them in the right way. Do not sound unsure of yourself. Be forceful. Be firm. Now go and pray. And tomorrow, I want you to go and visit your parents. But I want to see you at Windermere by the end of the week, okay?
Okay.
Chris, there's something else I want you to know. If you ever try to leave the family, I will personally come and get you wherever you go. Even if you don't come back from your home, I will come and get you. We're your family now. Remember that.
Father, we want to thank you for all your blessings, our health, our home, our family. We want to thank you also, Father, for bringing Chris home in time for Jim's graduation. And we ask that you bless his life and everything.
Pray to you, Lord.
We thank you for this food, and we pray that you will bless it to our use and for our body's nourishment.
Protect me from Satan's.
For we ask all these things in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ.
In the name of the true parents. Amen.
The name of the what?
The true parents.
Well, what are you and Ginger doing this weekend?
We thought if it was all right with you, we'd go sailing and borrow the boat.
Is that all right with you, Mother?
Sounds all right.
It's been a long time since we've been sailing.
You still remember how?
Oh, come on, it's like riding a bicycle. You don't forget how to sail a boat.
From what I remember, you still can't ride a bicycle.
Now, you stop kidding your brother. Chrissy was always our best sailor.
I always thought so.
You look like you're losing weight.
I've been fasting.
Fasting?
Yeah.
You're okay?
Sure.
They think this moon's got control of your mind, is turning you into a raving vegetarian.
Well, Chrissy, you ought to eat right.
I do, Mom.
Will you cut that out? Every time Chris says something, you two roll your eyes at each other.
If you don't mind, Jim, we're talking to our son, our other son. Now, Chris, your mother's right. You should eat.
We've just been reading a lot of bad publicity about Moon lately.
What have they been saying?
The usual.
You believe them?
I don't know. It's none of my business.
Look, Mom. Dad, I'm okay. Really.
Like old times.
Do you remember when we came out with Bobby and Brenda?
Yeah, and Bobby fell over the side. Whatever happened to them?
Oh, they finally got married.
Oh.
I think they're living in Seattle now.
Imagine that, married.
Yeah.
So how you been doing?
Fine. You?
Fine.
I missed you.
Yeah, me too.
You've changed.
I've just had a lot on my mind lately. Nothing's really changed.
But it has. You're distant. It's like you're in another world most of the time. And all you talk about is the family.
Oh, Ginger.
It's true.
You know, you must have been talking to my parents. You should have heard them when I called them and told them that I was going to join the family.
How did you expect them to?
Well, a little support, a little love.
Chris, they love you. They just can't stand to see what's happening to you.
What is happening to me? Nobody seems to really have the slightest idea of what I'm doing.
Okay, what are you doing?
I'm serving the Lord.
So you really do believe Moon is the Christ?
I didn't say that.
Well, isn't that what the church teaches? Don't tell your mom I told you this. But I went with her to one of the family's lectures here in town. When she tried to ask questions after the lecture, they ushered her out the door.
Yeah, I've seen the type. They're not really interested in the truth.
Your mother?
Look, Ginger, I didn't mean it that way. It's just there are some things that I don't understand yet about the family. But there were a lot of things I didn't understand about the church when I was going here. And I'm not sure if there's something wrong with the family or if it's just me. See, there's so much that's good about the family.
Why wouldn't they let us ask questions? They would have never done that here. You remember where it says in the Bible that you should love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul and all your mind? How else can we learn if we don't ask questions? How else can we tell what's the truth and what isn't? Chris, people don't like you to ask questions when they've got something to hide.
Oh, please, don't you turn on me too.
Who's turning on you?
Well, my parents, for one.
That's ridiculous. They love you.
They have funny ways of showing it. As far as I'm concerned, Dr. Shepard was right. I really do only have one family.
The more I talked to Ginger that day, the deeper my commitment to the family became. I saw in her the same unreasoning fear that I had seen in my parents. I knew this was it. For me, there was no turning back. My course lay before me. And little did I know where it would finally lead. Windermere. Windermere. That name kept going over and over in my mind, like some distant, promised land, flowing with milk and honey, where everything was good and honest and decent. And it was there, waiting for me.
Hold it.
What are you doing here?
I'm Chris Elkins.
So?
Well, I'm with the family.
You can't go in there. That's where the master lives. You're supposed to stay in the dorm.
The dorm.
Just follow that path. There'll be someone down there to show you where your room is.
Okay, thanks. Hi, yeah, I'm Chris Elkins. They told me to come. Is this the dorm?
Yeah, come on in.
Chris. Chris, what's your last name?
Elkins.
Elkins. Oh, yeah, here you are. You're in B.
This is it?
Yeah, this is it. Make yourself comfortable.
Where's everybody?
New York. Fundraising.
So this was Windermere. I felt nervous and excited and, I don't know, I guess disappointed. I don't know what I expected, but this was just different. It's not that I expected a red carpet greeting or anything. It's just that everything was cold, sort of lifeless. Over the next several weeks, my spirits improved little. Then one evening, Mr. Chin, Father's personal assistant, asked me to come by the main house after dinner. I was really excited. I knew something important was about to happen.
Joseph.
How are you, Chris?
Great, wonderful. What are you doing here?
I was been transferred to Washington. How was your trip home?
Like you said it would be.
There's someone I want you to meet.
It's a pleasure, Chris.
Thank you. It's a pleasure meeting you.
This is Nate Seltzer. He's president of the Freedom Guidance Foundation. Do you know who they are?
Yes, I've read the publication. You're in Washington, aren't you?
Well, that's correct. But they're involved in much more than just the publication of a newspaper. They're the spearhead of Father's future and world politics.
World politics?
That's right, Chris. Someday, have a seat. Someday, hopefully soon, Father will not only be head of a one-world religion, but a totally united world. Politically, economically, socially, everything under one banner, the Unification Church. But in order to accomplish our goals, we must have friends, influential friends in the right places. And we've already made considerable headway in Korea and Japan, and to some extent here in the United States. We still have a long way to go. This is where the Freedom Guidance Foundation comes in. See, it was started in 1969 by Father as an anti-communist organization. Now, through it, We've already made ourselves quite useful to a number of senators, congressmen, other people with influence on Capitol Hill. But now we are faced with our greatest challenge of all.
And that's where you come in.
This all sounds very fascinating.
Well, you've heard of Watergate.
Who hasn't?
Then I don't have to tell you that President Nixon is under quite a bit of pressure to resign. Father, sensing God's timing, sent President Nixon a personal letter urging him to remain in office. And if he did, Father personally pledged the entire church organization to his support.
Is he going to stay?
Father is sure he will. He received a personal letter from the president on December 11th expressing his appreciation for Father's support.
I still don't see where I come in. I mean,
we already have some of our people, especially some of our better-looking female members, doing volunteer work on the staffs of some politicians.
We are also involved directly and indirectly with protest marches and sit-ins all over the country in support of the president. We also have the staffs of all our different organizations writing letters, handing out leaflets in the street, putting up posters, all in support of President Nixon.
But what we desperately need is an inside man. We need someone to establish contacts in the executive branch. Now, we already have a contact in the White House. He's making sure that Father is invited to important functions. But what we really need is someone from the family who knows his way around. Someone we can trust.
You.
but I don't have any real experience, not at that level. What about the leadership school?
If you want to, you can go back to the school later. As far as your experience, well, I think you have enough to start. And we can always teach you everything else you need to know. Besides, remember Moses. All you have to have is the willingness to go.
Of course I'm willing. This is a great opportunity. It's a real honor.
Good.
I'm excited for you, Chris.
Thank you for giving me the chance.
I'm sure you'll do just fine.
Well, I'll do my best. You can be sure of that.
Oh, of course you will. Oh, yeah, I almost forgot. This is your new address in Washington. Now, can you be there tomorrow morning?
Of course.
Fine. Have a good flight.
Will I see you before I leave?
I don't think so, Chris, but I'm sure we'll run into each other in Washington. Good luck.
Thanks, Joseph. Thank you, Mr. Selter.
Well, what do you think?
You were right. He's perfect.
Good.
During the next week, I immersed myself in our Washington operation. I was anxious to learn as much as possible, as quickly as possible, so that I could use my skills for something truly important.
Hello. Ah, yes, Mr. Chin. Yeah, I was expecting your call. Mr. Selter said you had a special assignment for me. I'm sorry. What'd you say? Yeah. I have a pencil. Go ahead. A what? A samoyed? How do you spell that? I got it. Yes, sir. I will. Quickly as I can.
The real special assignment. Mr. Chin had me run all over Washington looking for a pet store that had a samoyed, a large, solid white dog. It seems it was the birthday of one of Moon's daughters, and the staff had forgotten to buy her anything. Moon was furious. She specifically wanted a samoyed, and they couldn't find one in New York, so they called me, their inside man at the White House.
Too late.
What?
You're too late.
costs $300. Yeah, hello.
Chris?
Yeah.
Nate Selter. Did you handle that assignment for Mr. Chin?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. You know what he had me do? He had me spend all day searching Washington, D.C. for a $300 dog. And he had me fly it to New York and then carry it all the way to Windermere in a taxi. Just to tell me that he no longer wanted it. All told, that dog must have cost $600.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Listen, I have another assignment for you.
Oh, great. Another dog.
What'd you say?
Nothing. That dog's here, and I was just talking to him. He was chewing on some furniture. Come here.
Oh. Well, look, I want you to meet me in the Senate office building in the morning. Room 1425, 6 a.m.
6 o'clock. Oh, it's just after 3. I just got to bed.
You've only been in Washington 1 week. You already tired of your job?
No, I'll be there.
See that you are.
Oh.
Interesting. Very interesting.
All of the people you're looking at are with the family. Now, those rallies were staged at various places all over the country. Phoenix, Washington, Dallas.
How large were the groups?
Oh, usually several hundred. Now, all put together by our Freedom Guidance Foundation. Plus, we're also in the process of placing full-page ads in every major newspaper across the country, all voicing support for the president.
It's impressive. Now tell me again about the different front organizations that we have available to us.
Well, of course, we don't like to refer to them as front organizations. They're just groups whose association with the church is best kept secret. You know how people are.
That I do.
Well, of course,
Mr. Selter went to great lengths to explain to the senator who we were and what we could do for President Nixon. I had to admire the senator. He was very businesslike and got right to the point of what Mr. Selter and Reverend Moon wanted in exchange for their help. Mr. Selter started out by saying all they wanted to do was to make sure the country remained united. But what he ended up saying was he felt sure President Nixon and Reverend Moon had a lot of common interests and that they could be of benefit to one another. I was amazed. I fully expected the senator to throw us out. But instead, he smiled and said he felt certain something could be worked out to everyone's benefit. I don't know what it was, but I never really felt comfortable around Mr. Selter. There was something basically distrustful about him. He noticed that I seemed unhappy, and he asked me if I was still upset about the dog. I told him it wasn't the trouble I'd gone to for nothing that bothered me, so much as spending all that money for nothing. It was the lack of integrity that bothered me. Mr. Selter didn't seem too pleased with my observations.
let me get this straight. You're telling me that you feel you have the right to arbitrarily decide what you will do and won't do?
Yes, I think so.
Then we'd better talk. Dr. Shepard said you were to be trusted, that you knew how to take orders.
I don't understand. What have I done?
Don't question your orders.
Thank you.
Father says he wants a $300 dog. You get him a $300 dog. Now, if he wants a senator or a president, you get him those two. Dare you question your orders?
I didn't mean to question, but you don't expect me to do something that's wrong.
I expect you to do what you're told. Now, if I or anyone else in authority tell you to do something, you do it as if you were doing it for Christ himself.
Sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to question
in your apology. I'm interested in whether or not you're going to do what you're told.
But I won't do something that I think is wrong. Father would never forgive me.
Chris, there's more at stake here than you know. Now, for the last several years, Father has been building diligently toward the kingdom. Now, political power is just one facet of that. Already, Father owns companies, large multinational companies all over the world. We're involved in everything from banks to pharmaceuticals. We've built schools, held scientific seminars attended by some of the foremost scientists in the world, conducted cultural exchanges, published newspapers. Now, all of this, medicine and the schools, are vitally important if Father is to be recognized by the world for who he is.
Yeah, but it just seems to me like we're going about it in the wrong way. I mean, supporting Nixon, for example. I mean, I've been reading a lot about Watergate, and I've talked to a lot of people, and I think he's probably guilty.
So?
Shouldn't we at least tell somebody?
Look, Chris, I don't care what he's done as long as we get what we want.
But Nate, that's dishonest.
No,
I
I
don't
don't
want.
want to hear you. Now, you'll either follow the true parents or you'll follow Satan. The choice is yours. Pay the check.
I'm very disappointed.
You're disappointed. What about me? He treated me like a child.
Calm down. There's no reason to be upset. I know Mr. Selter can be a little strong-willed sometimes, but he's not unreasonable.
He's not. I don't even know why I'm arguing about this. It's not really what's bothering me. Doesn't it ever bother you?
What?
The inconsistencies.
Sure, I don't know what you mean.
1 minute, we're preaching truth and love and God's kingdom on earth. The next, we're selling flowers on street corners, telling people working for a drug rehabilitation program.
Chris, you know as well as I do that some of our members are former drug addicts.
Yes, but that's not where the money goes. It comes here to buy dogs and politicians. Don't you see? It's wrong. It's deceptive.
I hardly think that deceptive's the word.
What about Nixon? I confronted Mr. Selter with the fact that Nixon is probably guilty. Do you know what he said to me? So, he said he didn't care if Nixon was guilty as long as we got what we wanted from him. I couldn't believe it. Someone's gonna have to tell Father what's going on.
He already knows. It's his plan. He knows Nixon's guilty. We all do. But God often works for those that seem least worthy.
What am I doing here? I must be crazy. You're crazy. Don't you understand? If you make deals with dishonesty, you become dishonest. If you make deals with deception, you become deceptive.
In what way have we been deceptive?
By saying we're doing one thing but doing another. By claiming we're a religious organization dedicated to bringing about God's kingdom on earth. When all we're really doing is building our own.
Do you really believe that?
Let me ask you something. Do you really believe that Moon is the Christ? Remember, I asked you this once before. Long time ago.
Yes. I remember. I had such hopes for you.
Yeah, me too. You still haven't answered my question. Is Moon the Messiah?
You don't really want to know the answer.
Yes, I do. I really do.
Chris, do you remember?
No, no more lectures. Just the straightforward truth. Is Moon the Messiah?
I can't answer that for you. If you haven't discovered the truth for yourself by now, how can I help you?
I'm not asking you about me. I'm asking what you believe. Look, you're willing to die for the man. You must think so. Why won't you answer me? If I asked a Muslim who Muhammad was, he'd tell me. If I asked a Christian who Jesus was, he'd tell me. Why won't you? If you believe that Moon is the Christ, why won't you tell anyone? Why do you hide it? Don't you see, Joseph, it's deception, just like all the rest.
It's not deception. It's heavenly deception.
Heavenly deception. I don't believe it. What in the world are you talking
Chris,
about?
do you remember when I showed you that Jesus didn't fulfill his mission?
Yes, but...
Because Jesus didn't complete his mission, Satan controls the world. He has deceived everything good into evil. Now God must deceive evil back into good. That's heavenly deception.
But listen to what you're saying. You're saying it's all right to lie and steal and cheat in order to rid the world of lying, stealing, and cheating. Don't you think that's a little inconsistent?
With what?
With who God is. You don't really believe that God would deceive anyone for any reason.
If it was necessary to bring about his kingdom, yes.
Joseph. Joseph. Only men deceive men.
I'll have you transferred back to your home center. Chris, pray to God. Ask his forgiveness. Ask him to show you the truth.
Joseph, that is the first bit of good advice you have ever given me.
Chris, I hope you're not planning to do anything irrational because of this. Chris, do you remember when I once told you, if you ever tried to leave the family, I would come after you? I meant that. We're your family now. You have no place else to go.
Sorry, pal. I'm off duty. Hey, what's going on here? You in trouble or something?
No, there's just someone I don't want to see.
Who?
That blue car over there.
What blue car?
Look, here's 20. Can we get out of here, please?
You got it.
Flight 177 from North LaGuardia Airport, now arriving gate 11. Will a sky captain with a wheelchair please report to gate 4? Sky captain to gate 4.
Chris, wait! Chris!
Hey, wait. No, I've got to talk to a friend of mine. I'm not going on the plane. I've just got to talk to him. Look, before he gets on the plane, I've got to talk to him. Just let me get through this. I've got to talk to him.
I just wanted to talk to you! Talk to you! Talk to you! Talk to you!
Jesus failed. He wasn't supposed to die. They murdered him.
Chris, Jesus gave his life. No one took it. Anyone who tells you different is trying to deceive you.
It's not deception. It's heavenly deception. It's heavenly deception.
You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. That's where it began, in a search for the truth. But it wasn't the search that was wrong, just where I searched. And I guess letting people obscure my view of the truth. Everything Ginger said to me on the boat that day now begins to make sense. And I know that if I'm ever going to find the truth, I'm going to have to walk in that door. As I walked into the church that Sunday, I felt like God's prodigal son returning home. Everyone was so glad to see me. And as I walked in that door, it was as if I could hear God say, "Chris, you were dead and have come to life again. You were lost and have been found." I was finally home.